A very good golden morning to all our Sports Today family members. Yes, why do I mention the say golden? Because it's just been close to 10 hours ever since Neeraj Chopra's record feat, and the one that has simply established him as one of the greatest ever athletes from India. Is he the greatest? Well, in his press conference himself, he acknowledged that Neeraj Chopra is not, that he said he's not one of the greatest. He considers the Czech javelin thrower Jan Železný as one of the greatest. Now remember, Neeraj at just the age of 25, he's achieved everything that needs to be. Commonwealth Games, Asiad, Diamond League final, Diamond League meet wins, Olympics, and now World Athletics Championship gold. At the age of 25, he's just completed the set. The only thing that is probably missing, and maybe it's not considered as the ultimate benchmark anymore, is crossing the 90-meter mark. Now remember, the 90-meter mark is just a number which many athletes have never crossed. But yes, if you do cross it, it gives you that certain X factor. But it does not guarantee you medals, as the likes of Jakub Vadlesh and you may say Arshad Nadeem found out. Because remember, both have thrown 90 meters in the past, but they have not won that many medals as Neeraj Chopra has. 88.17. Remember this number. We also have to remember the Tokyo Olympics number also, 87.56. Because at this point, Tokyo and World Athletics Championship, these are the two benchmarks which define the greatness of an athlete. Tokyo gold, he himself has said that the World Athletics is greater than the Olympics also. So we all know World Athletics and Olympics, these are the two major events that define the greatness of an individual. And Neeraj Chopra having clinched gold, he's also won the silver. It puts him in a very elite list of players indeed. Now remember the comparison between him and Jan Železný. Železný, remember, he redefined javelin in the 90s. 3 world championship golds, 2 Olympic golds. And remember, 96 and 2000, when he won the gold, in that subsequent cycle, he even won the World Championships gold also. He also crossed the 90-meter mark and broke the world record 4 times. That is why matching Železný now is the ultimate challenge for Neeraj Chopra, and that could very well happen in Paris 2024. If he wins the gold for the second time in the Olympics, which many people think that it may happen, it could be one step closer to matching Jan Železný as the greatest of all time. At this point in time, Neeraj Chopra is one of the greatest in the history of the sport. Yes, in the history of the sport, he is one of the greatest. Matching Jan Železný will require something spectacular, but if there is one person who can really do it, it is Neeraj Chopra. So, Neeraj Chopra has given 1.4 billion Indians a lot of reasons to smile. And look at his athletics revolution. One came into the final, 2 other Indians also came in. When was the last time we saw 3 Indians in the final of a World Athletics Championship? That is the Neeraj Chopra effect. And this is transcending into something big for Indian athletics also. You saw the likes of the 4x400 meters. You saw how the likes of all the other Indian athletes put on a decent show towards the fag end. The tournament at the World Athletics Championship in Budapest started off on a bad note. But towards the end, it's ended in a brilliant display by Neeraj Chopra. He was expected to win the gold. He got the gold. So now there is nothing left for Neeraj to prove except now matching in the consistency aspect, something that Železný actually excelled in. But a golden man with a golden heart. We all know the camaraderie that Arshad Nadeem and Neeraj Chopra share. But do you know that during the presentation ceremony and when they were all posing for the photos, Arshad Nadeem actually did not have a Pakistani flag with him. Where was that flag? That is the major question that will be asked. Where was the flag of Arshad Nadeem? Then Neeraj Chopra just asked him to come beside, and both of them, you see, they posed with the Indian flag, and that is a tribute to sportsmanship at its highest order. Forget all the other political differences that are there. India and Pakistan shared a magnificent moment today in the World Athletics Championship. A special congratulations even to Arshad Nadeem for becoming the first Pakistani medalist in the World Athletics Championship. It was silver, but pretty soon Arshad Nadeem could complete the set just like Neeraj Chopra did. So that is why this photo and the 4x400 meter relay team that made it to the final, these two photos are the long lasting impression that will be left on the Indian fan. And remember, Neeraj's win 88.17 and 87.56 in Tokyo and now in Budapest, it signifies the fact that total javelin has been completed by Neeraj Chopra. It is a fantastic achievement and one that has set the benchmark for future athletes in India to emulate and also to match. Neeraj has laid the golden avenue for dreams. Now it is up to the rest of the Indian folks to ensure that they walk on that path and achieve success. So from the World Athletics Championship that ended yesterday in Budapest, and we now await the next edition of it, we now shift to cricket and we are all building up for the World Cup and the Asia Cup. Australia, remember, they are playing 3 T20Is and 5 ODIs against South Africa as part of the build-up in addition to the series in India. But unfortunately, Glenn Maxwell, who was picked in the T20I series, has been ruled out after suffering an ankle injury in training. Now remember, Maxwell had suffered a freak foot and injury which left him out for 6 months. He had suffered a broken foot, and after that when he came back, he played for RCB. He's not played that much of international cricket. He was not picked in the ODIs because he was expecting the birth of their child. So that's why Maxwell is out of the South Africa series. There is a hope that Cricket Australia have said that he's fit for the India series. Now who's the replacement in Glenn Maxwell's place? You guessed it, it's Matthew Wade. Matthew Wade, who's not played that much of T20I cricket and who many felt his international career was over, he is back in the fray for the South Africa series. So Maxwell's absence has opened the door for, you may say, Glenn Maxwell, for Matthew Wade. Now, remember, we are now just about 2 days away from the Indian team coming to Sri Lanka for the Asia Cup. And the NCA camp which is going on at this point in time, according to the reports, KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer have made a very satisfactory return. Many people have said that both are in full fitness. They have cleared their tests in a very satisfactory manner. The progress they are making, the BCCI and Ajit Agarkar and Rohit Sharma are all very, very happy about it. So, you might very well see 90 to 95% that KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer could fit in that match against Pakistan. Remember, Pakistan versus India will happen on September 2 in Palakkele. If these two come in, the Indian batting looks a lot more secure. But remember, this will be the first game where everybody might be playing together after a very long time. When was the last time all of these players played together? You'll have to really go back to close to a year to figure out how it was. While there is dominance in athletics, there is dominance in F1 also. Supermax, Max Verstappen won the Dutch Grand Prix in front of a delirious home crowd at Zandvoort. And remember, this now is 9 consecutive wins for Max Verstappen. He's equaled the mark that was set by Sebastian Vettel in 2013. And this is a tribute that Supermax is right now on top of his game. It will take something of a massive miracle to ensure that his winning streak is broken. Who knows? He could very well break a lot of records and redefine the sport of F1 by the end of this 2023 season. The title is already his mostly. A hat-trick of titles will mean that Max Verstappen is simply on a next level when it comes to dominance now in the world of F1. So congratulations to Supermax for a magnificent performance. So, we are building up now to the Asia Cup. Sports never stops. The World Athletics Championships is over. Neeraj Chopra has won the gold for India. We now will bring you a lot more updates on social media tributes, and you can also look at the press conference where he said that he is not the greatest and he rates the World Athletics Championship greater and tougher than the Olympics also. You can check out that press conference that has been uploaded on Sports Today, and thank you so much folks for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Thank you.